Hello gang, welcome to today's episode of the Cinders Cup, which is essentially the last one, but get this, it is a free one. Oh yeah, we get to do what we want, be who we want to be. Yeah. No, I'm excited for this because I have a plan, and boy, oh boy, if you thought last episode had a lot of building in it, wait till you see what we've got to do today. The challenge I've set myself is we have to use every mode of transport for passengers, and we have to travel from one end of the map back to the other end. So for that, we will be going from South Bank to Northbridge and back again, utilizing train, plane, ship, and bus. And yeah, I've got a bit of a plan. So we're going to have to attach our own track onto the main line, so we're not constrained by the traffic that is on the main line. So I want to kind of, I'll be hugging and utilizing the main line as much as I can. We might do little splits off here and there, but what it's going to essentially do is do the thing that I've wanted to do for ages, and that's a track ride from one end to the other, so we can see everyone's brilliant builds as we go past, and all the lovely work and their towns and stuff as we go past. And I'm so excited to do that. So when I say that we've got a bit to crack on with today, we've got airports to put in, we've got some passenger ports to put in, we've got bus lines to put in, we've got the train line to put in, and then we've got to do the actual track ride there and back. So get yourself a drink, hit pause now if you need to go to the bathroom, because you don't want to miss this. We are going to be doing a lot. Shall we get started? I think we should. I think we've spoken enough. That's enough intro. Right, Dan, by the way, we do have one more episode after this where we're going to be talking about our time in Collabria and stuff. I plan on that chat to come back and actually do some more work down here while we do some chat at South Bank. Just a couple of things I want to finish off, and we can have a chat and stuff like that. But for the moment, today we're going to be leaving from South Bank here, and we're going to be heading. Yep. Oh yeah. This is why I said we've got a bit to do. We're going to be pulling into Northbridge Station here. So I'm not worried about Lutterworth and Cambridge at each end. I'm more worried, like, I want to get to the big sort of cities at each end, right? So you're thinking, Ham, where the heck are you going to get an airport? Don't worry, I've already got it sussed and how I'm going to do it. The only thing I haven't done, which we're going to have to, we're blindly work through today together, is build our train line from one end to the other. And I think we should start with that. So we're going to be utilizing the actual train stations when that can't change, but we have to add our own track on. The cool thing with this is, because we're making squillions of billions of dollars, I don't really care about if this makes money or not. What I care about is essentially the ride and the cool trains we get to use for this. Oh yeah, we're going to use, we're going to be, I'm not going to be using electric. We're going to be using steam because we've got some really cool trains. Right, so first things first, we're going to be coming straight out of here. I think we can come there. And straight over the top here, like this. How can I get you straight? That's not straight, is it? Well, actually, it kind of is. Now, if I'm not using that bridge, by the way, they can get shot, that bridge. Let me just have a look and see what bridges we've got here, because I have an idea of the bridge I want to use. Actually, that one's not bad. We're not going catenary, by the way. This is a steam line. Actually, that's. I'll just have a look at that. That's perfect. So I'll be going on the outside here to start with. That's actually perfect. And because it's girded, we don't need the supports under the legs right away, so it should be fine for what we need to do here. And we're going to be simply coming around. Should be coming around the mountain when she comes, and we're coming down too. Right, that's a bit of a steep angle, so I'm going to get you to come and marry up with that. Are you hampered? Yeah, you are. Okay, so that's no good. That's too short. Maybe, just maybe, this is where you come to. Now, are we going to be double tracking this? No, because we're only running one express train. I know that seems crazy. Yeah, I need a bit of width out there, I think, which will help us do that. Yeah, that's better. A bit of width will help us with that. Now, I actually want to change. Can I change you to dirt? I cannot. You have to be the actual bridge itself. That's fine. That'll be fine. I think that's okay. But that works. And nice gradual down for us as well. Oh, very cool. We've got a very nice run through there. And then we swerve over. We'll marry up with this bridge. And we're off, team. We are off. I think that was one of the hardest parts, is getting out of South Bank itself. But we have to. Are we worried about the turnaround? We kind of are, you know. We are still going to have to do the turnaround, which is where we get held up in traffic a little bit. So, which is fine. We can. Yeah, the train's still got to come down that way because it still has to run properly. So what we'll do is we'll get you coming down in here because you have to pull into here before you can take back off and go. But actually, don't do that. You are still going to have to travel this way. Can you just do a little sneak past there? Are you the right height there? Are you actually running a touch higher through there? Or is it just a trick of the eye? It might be okay. I think that's fine. Now, I know you're thinking, why would you just not use the main line and be done with it? Well, the train will just get held up too much. It's already going to be held up inside, doing its turnarounds and stuff at this end enough. Just by the way, that is at different heights, you can see already, but not enough to be a derailment there, so it's perfect. So we can come down, then we can back up this way, which this is where we're going to be held up the most. It's going to back around into here where this train is. It's going to head off this way. And this is our line here. So we actually have to get... Can I have a look at your lines here for a sec? Just because this is an absolute... We have to get from this middle line here. We have to get from this middle... Can I just turn this off for a sec? That makes it better. This middle... We have to get from this line here. I think maybe I'll switch it up here. Just allows me to have a little bit more room for what I need to do there. Right, I'm not going to give it any switches either, right? So that should work. We might have to play with that later. Right, this is fairly simple around here. When we get to the towns and stuff, we are going to be bypassing a lot of the cities. Now, I thought about doing a stop at each of the big capitals, which I don't want to do. I want this to be an express, one end to the other. It means it won't make great money because you think of the time it's going to take to travel from one end to the other with one train. We might end up putting a lot of wagons on it. What are you doing here, buddy? Well, I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not doing a good job. I just want you to be... Well, I tell you what. Come around that bend like that. And then we're going to bypass this station. So, could I actually do this? I'm going to configure you to have a little bit of track on the outside here. There's a little shoot past. A little shoot past there. Thank you. That'll be good. I think that's perfect. Yes. Right. Now, do we want to be running high speed? Because I'm going to be having a faster train on here. That, my friend, is actually a good question. We should be almost running a high speed track. Yeah, because I'm going to have a train that's going to be able to go much quicker than that. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. High speed. Now, it doesn't matter in and around the regular stations and stuff. I'm not going to high speed it. It can just be doing the regular speeds. But on the actual track that it's heading down the main line, I think it's fine for it to have its own high speed section, right? And then obviously as it gets into there, it slows down. So you know what? From here on the halfway on the bridge, it can actually change. If I hold the shift key in, I can do it in pieces like that. If you didn't know, you can actually like, so if you don't want to do the whole bit of track, right? So see where it highlights, let's get a big chunk. See where it highlights all of that track. If you now press shift, it will actually give you smaller chunks to do it. Just in FYI, little tip for you. Okay. Yeah. We'll go with high speed down here. I think that's what we'll do. Now we slow down as we come past the station. That's totally fine. Do we want to actually do that? No, I don't, because it's a bypass. I'll upgrade that too. Yeah, it's a bypass. So it's fine. It's totally fine. There's nothing to do with passengers on that. Right, back to our now new high-speed track. Yeah, I'm happy to sort of mirror this. Now, we're coming down to our first lovely town here where the station is actually through the town. So what are we going to do? For a lot of these, we're actually going to peel off and we're going to come around the riverfront and do something a bit nicer that way, I think. And I think that could look really good. We're going to have to keep it a fairly decent click though, however. And I do want to keep our flat sort of levels as well. So not trying to... Oh, we're going to get a lovely bridge around here, are we? Well, we're not going to use that horrid thing. What do you want to use in terms of a bridge for here, please? Oh, I would love this. Something where we're not going to be impeded by the constraint. Now, that comes down to 139 bend. Are you okay with that? Well, I mean, it's a bend. It has to be. Do you feel sorry for that house down there? Not the slightest. That's a 129 bend, no? Can we get a 130? Still fine, I think. You know you can come over the water a touch, right? And then you don't have to worry about those people. That's a... And you get a little bit more speed out of that then too. Oh, mate. Sorry, that was a bad time to put your house in. All right, and then we want to straighten up. And we touch back to land. That's a beautiful... Oh, that's going to be brilliant past red car. Okay. Are you done? I think I'm done. Now, we've got... we're coming up to our first... At Red Bend, right? Red Bend's quite interesting. I had two thought processes with Red Bend. When we follow this track up along here, I thought when the track goes into the tunnel, we could actually head up and over and around Red Bend and follow it that way, switching the train line to the inside. But I think I'm still going to leave it on the outside here for the time being, and we're going to do what we did just here, and we're going to skirt around the outside of it so we can get a lovely view. All right, so that, by the way, is no good. You're going to have to dip down one. Oh, that's friggin' brilliant, man. Oh wow, you are really low there. Ham, how did you do that? I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, you need to be more like that. Okay. So you come down. It will roller coaster a little bit. I might just do a little bit of flattening there. You got a bit of a wibbly woo on it, but that's okay. What I'll do to take this horrible look out of it, I'll just do some I'll do some of this. Now, why are you? Get my strength up. Oh, yeah, you don't want to play that game very well, do you? I'm just trying to bring the land up and smooth it around there just to make it look... You know what? Do this. This will essentially help us get the look we want through here. Okay? Yeah, that's better. Right. Got it good. That just helps us get our line. Now, you know what? I actually might take this snake out of here. And I might actually plug it in properly. And you're still doing a bit of a snake, aren't you? Yeah. Can you just come up this way straight for us? Yeah, I think that's better. And then we'll plug you in. Now, are you raising the roof there and you don't need to? Or are you... Is this going to be hard to tell what this is like? I think you're essentially coming downhill over there. And you should be fairly flat through here. It's really hard to tell. Sometimes. But I think for the most part... I'm eating the microphone while I'm trying... I'm that intently looking at the screen. I think it's okay. You don't have time to stuff around with this. You've got airports and stuff to put in. Yeah, that's fair. That's actually fair. Okay, are we marrying back up with here? We sort of are. We're doing our own thing a bit, aren't we? I'm actually okay with doing my own thing. We get a bit of cheeky tunnel. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you've ruined it. How did you go from having the cheeky tunnel? There we go. To not having it. Now, do I want to start coming up? I do. I want to start coming up. We touch. You know you've ruined that bridge if you do that. Yeah, okay. That's fair. What if we actually take our bridge here? We match it. We matchy it. It goes down to 120 because of that. You know that? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. I wanted to... Maybe I just have to... No, we'll just come along flat. It's fine. I kind of want to start coming up just a little bit, right? I think that's a good length to start coming up. Again. Still a good click there. Right, and then I want you to be flattening out all the way along here. Yes, I want you as a bridge. And we're going to keep with that same bridge that we utilize here. I love this one. I think it's perfect for what we want for this express line. Now, you realize that you've now built a bridge when you probably could have kept it flat to get through here. Let's just see how this goes. We've got... Oh, that's perfect. You're going a bit monorail over here, you realise that? Yeah, the whole purpose of this is not to worry about... it's more to worry about... Yeah, I think this is fine. We're going to have it. This is bloody brilliant. Tighter bend here, though, Ham. You know that? Yeah, that's okay. We're just going to have to deal with that. And over the port. You're down to 108 there, buddy. Can we come, like... oh, that'd be brilliant. If I could get you to... I could get you to angle that way, though. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that into there because I want essentially you to be over there. Yes, that's how I want you to be. I want you to come right over the top of this port. Oh, friggin' brilliant, man. Friggin' brilliant. Okay, but you got to back off slightly, but I know you're going to find that hard. So, because I want to do this, but I want you to come off straight that way for me. That's what I want. Oh, that's so cool. Yes, it's like a mono. So we're gonna get a really great shot of this city as we go past it. Essentially, sorry about your homes. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, and then how are we gonna do this? Well, we've got some decisions to make now. Do we keep rolling around the outside here? Let's just have a quick wander down. We're coming down past our bowl server, so we might have to do the up and over again here. Keep swinging down the outside. Eventually, the river system switches, right? And we switch to this side of the river. So we're going to have to do the old switcheroo down here. Let's keep cracking on. We're doing good. We're doing good. Let's keep going. Are we doing good? Yeah, we're doing good. Do you want to just run at this height for a bit? I mean, you know, we realistically could run at this height. No. Well, actually, we kind of, to get back down. You know, that's quite nice through there. We've got the tunnel on the outside, but I want to be at the height of that. So I can do that, but I can we have our own? No, we can't. But I can do that. Oh, shut up. Oh, yes. Don't you just love this game sometimes? Just like when you get to do some cool stuff, I just freaking love it. Did another little bypass there, right? That works perfect for us. Yeah. Oh, we're going to get some great scenery through here, right? That comes through there. It does slow down slightly, but that's okay. The cool thing is we've connected back up to the main line again, which is cool. We kind of do a little split off and then we kind of rejoin it. I think that's a really cool little thing. Now, if you, Ham, you've got that bit of track there. I don't want it. I also don't want your bridge. So I'm going to do my own thing here again. Oh, life is a highway. Now, we don't want that bridge. We want this bridge. We're utilizing... I love this bridge, by the way. It's one of my favorites. Swing around here. Now, here we go. We're coming up to a section here where we've got to figure out how we're going to... Are we going to be going around the town? Because we've got this train line down here. And if we're coming around the town, we can start moseying our way upwards from here, I think, back to a straight. Maybe we do a straight shot here. And we start just slightly nudging up, utilizing our lovely bridge. Is that too roller coastery? I don't think it is. I think it's fine. We got our height here. Are you going to essentially tunnel a bit there? Yep. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Hopefully, I think we're high enough. I think we are just high enough, which is brilliant. Utilizing our elegant bridge. We're going to swing right around here. However, we'll keep you straight for a bit longer. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Oh, this is brilliant. We're going to get some great shots of everyone's cities. We get down to 160 on that bend. That's okay. It's totally fine, right? Come nice and sort of... Yeah, back that way because we want to essentially... Yeah, we're going to marry back up over here with this corner, right? Take that off. So our marry point is here. Oh, I love it. I love that. Right, so that's our marry point. So we just need you I need you. I need you. Du, 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 du. It seems high, doesn't it? Do you care? Not in the slightest, because it's not about, this track is not about essentially, I know we're trying to make it perfect, but I just don't care. I think it's brilliant. It's just going to make for a really fun ride. If you're going to do it, it's our last like free to play kind of do what you want episode. So it's kind of like, it's nice to be able to throw something just outlandish in. My original plan that I wanted to do for this series, I was actually going to build a monorail system doing the full circuit around the whole outskirts of the map, so we could actually monorail everything, which I've done before in a couple of episodes. Generally, when I finish a series, which we haven't done for a bit, I like to actually do that monorail around the whole thing. Now, this is where we're going to start having to switch over to the other side of the road. The trouble we've got here is we've got this lovely bridge over here. We've got this beautiful station down here. St. Albans is a brilliant, like, look how cool this place is set up, right? It's absolutely friggin' brilliant. But us feeding the train through here is going to be slightly more difficult. Now, we could slide a train like there, that height. But I think it might have to be more at like that height. Just depends. So you do allow us to get... Okay, let's see if we can actually do this. I have a feeling we're too short here still. Thanks, autosave. Yeah, I have a feeling. Come on, autosave. You can do it. Yeah, I have a feeling we're just too short. Yeah, actually, we're still way too short. It's going to do a big crossover there, which we want to avoid. So, let's try and... Ooh, I'm thinking we actually switch banks now before we get over to here, and I think that's what we do. We switch banks, like as in telecommunication. I mean, as in like money banks. No, Ham, not money banks. I'm not gonna. I'll build you there. Do I need to slightly come up still? Well, I don't think there's any ships going up and down this section of the river, so we don't have to worry about that. Can we then slide under that? Oh, are you serious? You're going to let me slide under that? You know when things go, when you just do something and you're like, I can't wait till we get to that section just here. Oh, game. You're going to make me take... Oh, we got... Yes. Rail under rail over water. Now, one thing I will have to be wary of is ships from here. Okay, so let's have a look at your ships are going up there, so we don't have to worry about that. Brilliant. Thanks for keeping me in mind when I was trying to do this build in the future. Right, brilliant. Can I squeeze under there? You bet your bottom dollar. Bargain bin and all. Right. On 90s. Oh, this is friggin' cool. Look at the shots we're going to get coming around here. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Home stretch with the rail. And then the cool thing is we'll get to actually, you know what? We can actually marry up with you now. We're going to be shooting ducks there. And we get a cheeky little bit of bridge to glide us up there too, sticking with our bridge that we want. Yep, brilliant. And all in all, I don't think we're too roller coaster. We do have some high sections of the bridge on this run, on this pass through, but all in all, not too bad. Now I'm going to get you to go like that. I'm going to get you to marry up back over here. But I'm actually going to see if you will. No, you want to do that. I can actually change that. Oh no. I tell you what, do this. Then do this. Then do this. Then say, hey, give me my bridge. Oh, we're going that one. Yep. Take that back a little bit further then for me, please. And that should be fine there. Okay, so that's our bridge in there. We got a little bit of a swoop-de-doop, but that's okay. For the most part, we're still tracking along at a good click for most of this, and the bridges are all at the same height. Brilliant. And the express train. An express train. Oh, it's so good. I freaking love it. Now, I don't want you there, so we're going to have to do that. Holy moly, it's just started bucketing down rain at mine. Do you know what's brilliant about when it buckets down with rain at home? Is I get to sit inside and play Transport Fever 2 with you guys. Right, now you know that we're already at 30 minutes, Ham, and we've only built some track. Oh yeah. Are we cared about the time today? We're less conscious about the time, put it that way. I might actually have to put a pause in the recording here just because of how loud the rain is going to be very shortly, because it's actually teeming down. But we'll see how we go. Now, what are you going to do here? Yeah, good question, well asked. I think we're going to shoot across that road and up behind here. I think that's just, that's all we're going to do with that. Is the road going to upset you? Probably. Am I cared? Probably not. The road can bend to the will of Ham. That's some bend. We are going to have to slow down here. You're not going to get under that road though, are you? No, I'm not. I almost am. What if... Because are we running a bit higher up over here? Yeah, we're running a bit higher there. I don't want to be upsetting the apple cart with other people's builds, so the whole purpose of this is to not even touch other people's sort of builds. Now that's... I think we can come at, like, down there would be better. Are we still high? We're still high there, aren't we? Can you swing around the back here? You just... I think you just don't work, do you? But I can sort this out, right? So all we're going to do, just for the moment, I know the game's not going to like that, but I'll actually end up turning that into a bit of a little bridge. Before too long. You know you haven't got any airports or anything in yet? Yeah, I know. What do you want me to do about it, buddy? Now, come on. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. Really? Is that the... I feel like you should be... whatever. I feel like you should be lower than that. It looks like you're a touch high there. It still seems very high through there, but whatever. We'll see how that goes like that. That's the connection point just there. Right, now, this is going to be tough. I don't think the road is going to like it. But do you know what I say to the road? You will do as you're told. No, you won't. I essentially want to take this and bridge that too, don't I? Bridge over troubled waters. The height difference shouldn't be too much more, I wouldn't have thought, but maybe it is. How now, brown cow? What was that about stuffing up other people's builds? I'm not stuffing it up. I'm merely adjusting it. This is still too high through here. That's the trouble. I'll tell you what. Get the height you want through there then. So we'll now take this height here because this will give us the height that we need to run our rail on. Yep. Don't worry, I'll reconstitute it and make it all look good. You know you still got to do track rides? Yeah. Yeah, we really got to get a wriggle on, haven't we? That's better. That's much better. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yada pum pum. Da-da-da-da. Smart. Right, that's quite smart. I'm not really worried, to be honest. Everything still works. Everything's fine here. Everything's fine. Everything works. Everything's fine. We're almost there. Or we are. We literally are almost there. Right. So you got to come off there. All these little split offs that we could be utilizing, but I'm not because we just want to do our own thing. Had we been like utilizing, is that doing a funny little, I think it's okay. I think it actually could be better through here with that connection point. So I'll just fix that. That's yeah. It was doing a little kinker. Right, and we're coming down the mountain. When we come, I thought I would do the track first anyway, because putting the track in was always going to be the most time consuming part of this job. Okay, now, here we go. So, a couple of things. We're going to have to now come back into the station. We have to get the passenger side, which is fine. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be saying, hey, you've got to do this. So, we're going to go like that. No, we're not. We're going to go like that. Oh my God. Ham. Actually, we will switch back to this. Right. But I also want to do this. But I need to get, yeah, that's what I want. Right. That's how we're going to do that. Brilliant. Okay. So that's where the track then switches back. You get it. Right. Now that's done. Let's get the line in. Let's call this we're going to give it the Collabrian Express. Oh, yes. New line. The Collabrian Express. What color are we going to give this? Oh, I'm going to go I always put my passenger lines as like hot pink. Right. So we're going to simply go bang. Oh, yes, baby. Wait. And wait, you're going to need to tell it needs to go on the line that we designate for it. So to do that, we will give it some waypoints. No, I'll just use signals. But I'll use it so they're not one way, right? they're not one way. So all we have to do is literally come all the way back up the other end here. Now you're going to be switching off here to reverse. So I still need you to travel that way. Then I'll need you to travel. You switch back on over here that way. Right. So I think this will work. Northbridge. But I'm going to tell you. Oh, wait. I've got to revert. Oh, that's making me feel a bit sick going backwards that quick. Right. So you pull into the station, but you have to come out back up here. Right. Then you've got to come all the way up here. Now you should know that that's where you're coming anyway, and you're pulling into here. After Northbridge signal, you need to come still through here. Nah, I don't want you switching. Oh, no, actually, yes. Yes, that is right. You have to go in here. No, and then after South Bank, you have to reverse up into here. Yes, yes. Right, you have to reverse into here before heading back up here. And you need to switch back onto this line. Yeah, look at us do a thing. And that, is friggin' phenomenal. We're not running 2 trains. We're running 1 express train, okay? Oh, look at it. It works. It's doing its course. It's doing its course. Right, Ham. What are you going to do? We're going to get the airports in now. It comes down here. I'm just checking the track. It switches over the banks, comes around. Brilliant. Okay. Airport down here. Now we've got to quick fire shoot this in. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to simply, this is brilliant, by the way. We're going to be putting in a little passenger section. Like in here would have been brilliant, but it's actually going to sit about here. Right. Passengers. This is how we utilize our buses. We're going to be coming down to here. Configure, because this is Northbridge, right? So we're going to come into Northbridge. We're going to be getting a bus from here. You thought I didn't have it sussed, but I did. Right. I need you to configure and to build a little passenger section for us, please. You're not going to. You've used up all your allotments. Have you, though? Yeah, because of the bridge. I would need to get rid of the bridge first at Stephen's place. I could come in down here, I guess, couldn't I? I don't really want to. I tell you what, why don't we actually... Oh, this is friggin' awesome. Look how good this city's looking, by the way. Good job, Stephen. I want a little maybe the passenger port can sit here. Or it just comes... Oh, this looks like a good little spot, actually. And we can bust through the town and over to there. Okay, yep, sweet, done. Very good, very good. Why would you just not? No, because you still got to come from down there. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so we're going to go to there. Give me a little bit of road, please. So can we have the town road? Oh, the rain is coming down. Right, give me a little road up there, please. Beautiful. Give me a little turnaround road section here. Once a jolly swagman. I've got the morning show in the background going on, and they literally just had a guy on there whistling Once a Jolly Swagman, Can't Buy Billabong. Under the shade of a coolabah tree. As he sang, as he watched, and he waited till his belly boiled. Oh, come a waltzing Matilda with me. All right, bus stop. Waltzing Matilda. And there should be a bus stop over here. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, cool. So let's get a pack. We're gonna call this. We're gonna use everything Calabria. No. Calabria Express. Now this is the North Bridge end. North Bridge bus. Pink. Make it all pink. Okay. Brilliant. And you're going to go from here to there. Right. Brilliant. You come through town. Lovely. We need another new line. Can I actually just get you and go Control C? New line from here to here. Yes, I know there's other pink lines in the water, but that's okay. Control V, and you're going to be boat. Okay, boat. Right, that is that. Let's get. Let's buy those now, so they're on there. Buy me a passenger ship, please. What do you got in the way of? What do we want for passengers? Wilhelm, the Frontenac. Okay, it's a ridiculous amount of capacity. I'm not expecting huge amounts of quantity of people traveling on this at the moment. It's actually pretty cheap to have. Just give me 2, right? Set them on Collabria Express Northbridge boat. Buy me a couple of buses. Oh, yep. Only the best. Sure, 4 will do. Set them on Calabria. The cool thing is, I'm not even giving this proper naming conventions because we're going all over the shop. Right, that's done. Now, the airport's going right here. You think it's not? Think again. Look at that. Hey? Don't you just love it? Don't you just friggin' love it? Right, that was the passenger one. Yeah, that's the passenger. Brilliant. Okay, look at zoomy zooms. Right, and the next section we have to do now. So this is why the passenger ones were always going to be a bit quicker. Now, I had 2 trains of thoughts. I thought I'd land in on the top over here. But I think what we're going to do, it's actually not a bad idea. We'd have to, no. Do what you were going to do over here. My big actually thing was I was going to put one like man-made just over here. So why don't you still just do that? So it sits like about there. Yeah, okay. Well, it'd have to go like this for starters. So I need, actually give me my square. It's actually going to come in like on that angle, is it? Ah, it is. So, right, let's get a height here. We're going to take this. We're going to man-make this. No one's ever seen me build my airports before. Ever since Lonely Pines, I've loved building airports that span out over the water. Just think airports that have these ability, like these sections where you're coming in and you're landing over the water as it comes down. I think they look brilliant. I love them. So if you've never seen some of my builds before, I'm actually going to man-make this more and take that right back like that. So we really exaggerate just how much that's coming in over the water. Yeah, you can go back and watch our Lonely Pines series. We did it in, we've done it in a few series actually where we've actually man-made some great looking airports over the water. Right. I think Billy's Bluff had a great one. Our Billy's Bluff series, that was also fantastic. I don't think you've made that wide enough, but we will see. Oh no, I think we're okay. What about if you spin it this way for me, Ham? You know, I'm a little bit more happy with that. So just give me a little bit of a little bit more like that. Now, generally, if I had more time, I would probably, you know, Let's square all this off nicely with some bricks. I mean, not bricks, some retaining walls and such, but for today, we're not. I love that the only way we're getting there is via ship, and we're actually going to pull down into here. Now, I don't know if that bus stop will be close enough. Can you actually just spin like that for me, please? It kind of makes more sense to have you like right down here. Water's edge. All right, give me that line. From there to there, make that pink. And we're going to call this Control V, South Bank boat, right? Okay, brilliant. Now you're probably thinking, why didn't you just come straight in over here, Ham? That's a good question we'll ask, because we're going to be busing from here into town. Remember, we have to use our buses. Get some ships on that now. Let's hit play so we can start getting those out. We'll use these again, 2 of. Fire those, set them on Collabria. South Bank boat, right? So that's brilliant. We get the boats running from that. Let's get a bus stop down here. Right, and let's get you sent into town. So we're going to go from here into the bus stop. Oh, which is there. Right, okay. Nice bus ride into town. Pink, you're going to be Control V, and you're going to be South Bank bus. Right, brilliant. Get it, got it good. Get some buses for that. Buy. We'll get the same ones, and we'll get like we'll get 10 of those. Am I predicting a lot of passengers? I just don't know. I actually don't know. Calabria South Bank bus. Right, that's done. Then we just have to get the air. We're actually making up good time here at the end there, because don't forget the track ride's actually going to go for a bit. And I don't want to cut too much of this episode out for everyone. I want everyone to see the rawness of this of the build. So I don't really want to cut too much out of it today. We're flying into here. Oh, friggin' A, man. Look at that. That is called doing it all. Control V. This is the Calabrian Express flight. They always put a let's call it no, let's call it South Bank to North. They actually we'll do the SB SB TAC NB 527. Yeah, flight 527 SB to NB. Right, that's that one. Brilliant. Oh, so cool. Right, and then we're gonna need to get a plane on that. Buy me. Oh, planes. Passenger. What do we got? We got the Junkers. Are you serious? Junkers take how many people? Capacity of 10. 5. They take all. They are for. Oh, we can go the Douglas. Yeah, let's go the Douglas because they do go quicker. All right, and let's go like I want to say 4. Set them on. Oh, friggin' oath! Look at that. Absolutely stonkers. Right, now, next thing we have to, here's our passenger ships, right? They're chugging away. They only have a short ferry to do. I'm not predicting any of them are going to make great money. We've already rinsed the budget by doing this, but that's okay. So next thing we have to do is now we have to buy a train. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, the crescendo is upon us. Buy. Now we're going to be going steam. We're going to be coming right down here. We've got 2 to choose from. We've got the Hiawatha and we've got the Class A4. Now, here's the thing. The Class A4 only does a top speed of 145, whereas the Hiawatha does a 160, right? So, I think, although, well, what else have we got? Yeah, that's it. The Flying Scotsman does 120. The MacLeod does 180. If you go to electric, which we don't want to go to electric, right? I would have probably used the Rotofail, which I love. They do only do 125s. We do have the Pioneer Zephyr as well. Ooh, that could be a good train to roll down there. You know that. It does 177. No, I want to go with the steam. Okay, we want to go with the steam. I said that at the start. We're going to go with the Hiawatha. Add that. It is expensive. Do we care? Not in the slightest. So we said 160 it does. These do 180. These do 150. These are really heavy. These are also heavy. Do we have any other carriages that go at a good click? 110. 80. No. Everything else, trash. So we're really stuck with the heavyweight Parlor and the Streamline New Mexico. Which doesn't really suit it, does it? None of these sort of really suit it, to be honest. Now, you're going to lose... So, the speed that this thing does, it's going to lose power, right? Taking coaches anyway. I think we'll go... Oh, they don't look great, I'll be honest. Here's the thing. If you look at this, the flats, we still do 150. The medium, we still do 150. The high drops down to 96. Luckily for us, we've only used medium inclines and declines. The trouble is, do I really want to go with that? Or do I want to go for something more like the heavyweight Parlor, which probably suits it a lot more? It'll get down to 126 on the mediums, but it'll stay 160 on the flats. It gives me a capacity of 170. Oh, I think I want to do it, gang. Do you know with the train though, with the train, as much as I like that color, can we kind of match the... Yeah, it needs to be probably a little bit lighter, is it? Yep. Right. Okay, brilliant. Okay, with 31 million it's going to cost for that. Are we slightly worried? Not at all. In fact, okay, we're going to leave it that color. Okay, so are we doing this here? We're doing it. We're actually doing it, team. But this is it, team. This is where we come to the track ride. Set it on. I can't believe we're actually here right now, the Collabrian Express. Holy... Okay, slow down. Oh my friggin' gosh. Oh, this looks bloody brilliant. Look at the mighty of this. I need a photo of that. This has got to be the screenshot that's coming out. Maybe, potentially. We'll see how we go. You have to just hit Alt-G, and then we can just go like this. Oh, that's a friggin'... That's... Oh, I'm so wrapped in the color choice, too. Oh, gang. Oh, this is so good. But... Oh, wait, Ham, you know what you didn't do? Manage the vehicle. I do it every time because, like... Yeah, you gotta add that. You gotta add the... Okay, modify. Okay, there we go. You gotta add that. It's gonna go... I think it's gonna go straight where it needs to go. It's gonna go straight down. So... Here's the thing. We're going to actually start at this end, okay? Oh, no, I'm actually going to start at this end. We're going to get the bus from here over to the airport. We're going to fly. Are we going to fly down the other? No. I want to fly from the other end, don't I? We're going to fly back. I want to train down here and fly back. Yeah, so we're going to start by getting the... Yeah, sorry, I was confused. We're going to start from the bus stop at this end, right here. And we're going to train back right at the end. Oh, here we go. Here's our little buses. So, we're going to pretend our little round the world trip now begins at an hour in. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy this track ride today. I hope you've enjoyed the series. We'll be back with one final round to give our thoughts and expressions and rundown of our experience with the game on the 4th of January, I believe, is that episode is going to be coming out. Have a happy, wonderful holidays wherever you are in the world. Thank you for all your wonderful support, everyone. It means a lot, especially to all of us who have been working hard on this series, especially Stephen, for the last year, basically. And it's been over 6 months now, this thing's been going for. So it's been a monster effort, especially for Stephen, to get this thing constantly updated, rolling, and going. And thank you very much for the opportunity, Stephen. We'll get into more of that later. But like I said, have a wonderful, happy holiday, people. We're going to go 2 times here. This is a bit slow. Please be safe. Please come back to us. We'll still be live streaming if you want to come and hang out in some of the live streams and say hello. We've got some Transport Fever 2 live streams to come up again, which is good. We're finishing up Indiana Jones. We're going to be doing City Skylines, some Planet Coaster 2. So we've got a lot going on the channel. And that's it. Please stay safe. Stay glued to your screen. And as always, get out of here. Oops. What are you doing, Ham? I'm trying to go up like that.